What's up, world? What's up, world? Hey, you know who it is. It's Tino. Not trying to take up too much of your time. I know it's late in the evening. Kind of tired and had a long day, but it's a couple of stories that I really want to address and just talk about a little bit, get your perspective on, and kind of see what you thought, and just put it out there. Now, the story, of course, is about John Gruden, racist comments, and I guess for me is who's really surprised now whether he's a true racist or not, or whether he just said some things that were misplaced. um I'm really not surprised if he would be, or if he is, because we've known for a long time that the NFL has seemed to kind of keep black people or people of color out of certain positions in their organization, especially like at the ownership level, and they really tried to seem like stifle, um, people who want to be, in positions of leadership only at the player and sometimes at the head coach role. And it's been really hard to just even get a head coach situation in those type of positions, and a lot of people for a long time have looked at the NFL as like, you know, I hate to say it, but almost like a slavery type of deal, like Warren Sapp has said back in the day, and he was ridiculed by that, and really kind of shunned for that. But anyways, let's kind of just look into it, kind of see what they was talking about. All right, so according to this article right here posted by the New York Times, Raiders coach makes some comments about the NFL players union chief. Now, let's scroll down. Let's kind of get straight into it. Now, in 2011, um, allegedly, he said allegedly, John Gruden made some terms about Damari Smith, the executive director for the NFL Players Association. Now, a lot of these organizations like the NFL, he's been accredited with helping get a lot of players back on the field, but a lot of the times, a lot of these organizations use what they always call token people or token black people to actually carry out their objectives, because a lot of the times your opponents don't want to use their face to carry out their agenda. So typically, what they do, they empower somebody that looks like you to help push their agenda. Therefore, it seems hidden. We talk about this a lot with the rap music, because the rappers, they talk about kill, N words. They kill an N word, shoot an N word, I rob an N word. Well, it does seem bad when it's coming from another black person, but the message could be your opposition's message, but they mask it by using a black person to say it. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of the times they will promote a black person to a higher level, just to carry out their agenda. So anyways, let's kind of scroll down and see what he has said. So John Gruden, he says, Dumb Boris Smith, of course, make a mockery of his name. Dumb Boris Smith has the lips the size of Michelin tires, Gruden wrote. And I'm pretty sure there are possibly some more emails and some more things that he's most likely have said about this guy or other players. But, neither here nor there, as far as just trying to condemn the man. But if we look at the history of the NFL, it's uh, it's almost wouldn't be surprising if he is a racist. And because you think about a lot of these colleges take a lot of these black kids and kids of color to their universities, they really don't have any love for them outside of the production on the athletic field. You see a lot of players that are better than some of those players that make it to the NFL, but a lot of the players that make it is because they fit the criteria that the NFL will want. And a lot of these people aren't willing to speak out in opposition of the people who sign their checks. So a lot of them make it further than those who are, I guess, a little more outlandish or willing to kind of stand up and more up, outspoken. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case in this situation, that he is possibly a racist, but I'm not gonna just condemn the man because I don't know him, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, because a lot of people. I'm from Dallas, so a lot of people had this feeling about Jerry Jones. That he may have some iffy ways, and a lot of the NFL owners, the ownership, but Jerry Jones mainly because there were some skeptical situations that happened, throughout his tenure that really kind of made a lot of people think like, man, is this man a racist? But that's neither here nor there. Is what it is, but best of luck moving forward on that situation. But let's move on, guys. And I kind of want to touch on another little situation that's kind of been in the news a lot lately, which is Mr. Owensby, I believe the paraplegic man that was yanked out of his car by the Ohio police. Now, for those of y'all didn't get a chance to see it, let me see if I can share my screen. Let me see if I can share my screen and pull up this video. Yeah, I know I'm a little tired, child, so excuse my voice. But let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's a racist. I mean, a lot of those coaches off, man, and they treat those kids and those men like they own the plantation and they can get rid of them at any minute. I think at the end of the day, that's why they want a lot of people to be celebrities because once you become famous, they can stick that camera in your face and watch what you're doing all the time and kind of scrutinize where you can go, who you can associate with. But so let's take a look at this right here. So for those of y'all that haven't seen it, I'm using this article, kind of just play the video. So just pay attention and we'll talk about it in a little bit.
The nearly 12-minute police body cam video of the September 30th police encounter begins with a traffic stop and ends with 39-year-old Clifford Owensby screaming, showing officers dragging him out of the car by his arm and hair before putting him in their cruiser. In the body cam video released by the Dayton Police Department on Friday, police say Owensby was leaving a suspected drug house when they pulled him over. After running a background check and learning of past felony drug and weapon possession charges, the responding officers requested a narcotics detection canine to sniff the vehicle, according to Dayton Police Major Brian Johns. That's when Owensby is asked to step out of the car. He explains he's paralyzed from the waist down and repeatedly refuses to allow the officer to help him get out of the car.
I can't step out of the car, sir. I got to get out. Well, I hope you're getting out. I'm going to help you get out. I'm going to help you get out. I don't think that's going to happen, sir.
The exchange continues as the officer insists on helping him and explains to Owensby he needs to get out of the car per the department's policy.
I can't get out of the vehicle, sir. I'm going to assist you out of the vehicle. No, you're not.
Then things begin to escalate as Owensby appears to make a phone call.
Come down the street, come bring cameras and bring somebody so they can witness what's going on. I'm not getting out. I just told you I'm a paraplegic. I cannot get out. Can you call your white shirt, please?
As Owensby insists that police call a supervisor, you can hear the officer getting more assertive.
You're getting out of this car, so you can cooperate and get out of the car, or I'll drag you out of the car. You see your two options here? I know I got right, sir. I would like for you to call your white shirt. I'm trying to tell you that I got help getting in the car. Somebody help! Somebody help!
Owensby spoke at an NAACP news conference Sunday about the encounter.
They dragged me to their vehicle like a dog, like trash.
Owensby also says the $22,000 in cash found in his car was his savings. He says no weapons or drugs were found in the search. The Dayton Daily News has reported the Dayton Fraternal Order of Police is defending the officers' actions, saying in a statement that reads in part, "The officers followed the law, their training, and departmental policies and procedure. Sometimes the arrest of non-compliant individuals is not pretty, but is a necessary part of law enforcement to maintain public safety, which is one of the fundamental ideologies of our society." Owensby's attorney tells CNN the arrest was illegal and unnecessarily brutal, given the fact they were aware fully that he can't get out of the car on his own.
I'm gonna stop there right there and come back to it, man. Now, this is my question that that kind of got me kind of wondering is that, all right, so first of all, why did they pull him over? You know, from what it says, it said like that he was suspected of leaving an alleged drug house or whatever. So this is an alleged drug house. You don't know if it is or if it isn't. So if it's alleged, can you really just stop somebody for leaving somewhere that you feel is alleged something? It could be an alleged gambling shack. You don't know for sure. So, I mean, unless you have probable cause, I thought you really don't have a reason to pull them over. Then you saw when they did pull them over that they had the tint checker, you know, where they put the thing on your window and try to determine if your tint is too dark. So you saw them doing that and it made you wonder, like, okay, I guess they were hoping that the tint was too dark. That way they could justify pulling them over. That was kind of had me kind of wondering too, like, seemed a little sketchy. Now, you know, the police were like, hey, okay, all right, man, get out the car. Now, I'm wondering, like, why did they ask him to get out the car if they didn't, you know, blessings, bro, appreciate it. Why did they ask him to get out the car if they didn't have, I mean, they didn't really have probable cause to search the car? Like, what was their probable cause of getting them out the vehicle? They didn't smell marijuana, no type of drugs, didn't see any drugs, didn't see any firearms. That's why I'm kind of like, why are y'all putting this pressure on this man to get out the vehicle when there was nothing, no reason to pull the man out the car? So when the man said, okay, I'm a paraplegic, you know, I'm not getting out the car. I can't get out the car. I'm not getting out the car, whatnot. At that time, I feel like that the police said, you know, should have said, okay, we recognize that you are paraplegic or that you're handicapped or whatever. What do we need to get you, you know, what do we need to assist you getting out the car? You need a wheelchair because we need to search the vehicle if they had probable cause. Now, he asked for the supervisor, you know, and it seems like they said the supervisor was coming, but we're going to get you out the vehicle first. To me, it didn't really make it didn't really change the situation had you waited on the supervisor to come versus pulling the man out the vehicle, especially in today's climate. Because once you snatch the man out the vehicle by his hair, that's going to heighten all the animosity that's already out there, inflame all the tensions, and raise the skepticism. Are these police officers really racist? Are they operating within the bounds of the law and acting responsibly? Like, why create a nothing situation into more? Now, if you go watch the entire video, which I watched on YouTube, you can go watch the entire 16, 17-minute video. You hear that this officer that's doing all of this interrogating of this guy, he sure is doing a lot of sniffing. Just listen, you hear him. I'm like, man, what does he keep sniffing about? He got a cold? And I mean, I'm not trying to get no accusations of no type of drug use or anything, but I'm just saying it just seems like he's doing a lot of sniffing. So if you get a chance, maybe I'll post a video in here. You know, matter of fact, I got a couple of minutes. I'm gonna let you see a little bit of this. And you just listen for yourself. It sure does seem like this guy's doing a lot of sniffing in this video. So
briefing for October 8th, 2021.
All right, so they pulling them over. Let's get over here. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Just listen. Now, I could be tripping. But to me, it sure sounds like the man is doing a lot of sniffing, like when he, whatever. But I'm not trying to just throw no false accusations or say that, something was going on, whatever. But, that just really didn't look good, man. And may blessings be. I understand, and that they police officers and they want you to comply and they safety and all this is on the line. But at the same time, you got to be reasonable about what you got going on. You saw they had a 3-year-old child, I believe, in the car. The man is a paraplegic. Like, how much threat is he to you, really, to be honest? You're going to get, at the end of the day, you're going to get your way. You're the police officer. So it's not like that giving him a couple of more minutes to let the supervisor get there to de-escalate the situation doesn't seem like too far-fetched. Now you got all this media attention to your community, all this potential skepticism on the police being racist again, and just all this extra stuff that you don't need. Now the department, of course, is standing by the officers, and so that also doesn't look good. So, but I'm not claiming to be right, claiming to be wrong. That's just what I kind of see from the situation. So, you look and see and make your own decisions for yourself. But anyways, just wanted to touch on that, the John Gruden situation, and also Mr. Owensby. And it's amazing. If you haven't seen the Dave Chappelle stand-up, see it, because, they got all these advocacy groups trying to take it down, right? And matter of fact, like Willie D was saying, I heard that it's a black advocacy group leading the charge trying to take this the Dave Chappelle Netflix series down. But it's amazing how in his video he talked about Clifford, the big black, guy who doesn't mean any harm, right? And then the guy who gets snatched out this vehicle, his name is Clifford Owensby. And I say that's kind of ironic, but that's neither here nor there, man. That's neither here nor there. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. I had to make this video today. I usually don't make my videos until Sunday, but I saw this and I really, saw these couple of incidents and I really just kind of want to speak on it to get some fresh perspective on what people around the world are kind of thinking on this. Anyways, you guys be blessed. Take care of yourselves. Holla at y'all later. Tino out. Peace.